All right, ladies and gents, so after my series on brushes, these are some of my favorite uses for those brushes. One of them is for creating a map or a path to follow. This is a very simplistic version, but you could also use something like this, made from just these two shapes, on a real map, right? This is something cut from Google Maps, where you could show someone directions to your house or to a party or something of that nature. Here's something where you can create some Bindi pipes. This happens to be just one line with a brush attached to it that was created from this shape right here. And I take another shape to place over the top of it, and it becomes a pipe. Very simple to do. If I go back here, here's one that I really like. It's using this star shape right here and a random rotation. I can, sorry, let me get this, move it out of the way. I can use that to give a rough torn page. So I'm going to go ahead and use this and show you what I mean. I'm just going to generally go down that page right there. And I can bend this or whatever, adjust it where I want. But as you can see, this brush, it gives me a nice kind of ragged, jagged edge right there. And I'm going to use that to make my paper look torn. So to do that, I'm going to select my brush, go to Arrange, Combine, or Convert Line to Shape first. So this is now a bunch of shapes. And if I show you that in the outline mode, you can see there's tons of shapes there. I'm going to go back and say Arrange, Combine Shapes, Add Shapes, and that's going to add it all into one shape. And if I show you the outline view again, you can see this is all one shape now with just these jagged edges. Now I'm going to use that to make my paper look torn on one side. So with that selected, I'm going to also select, by holding down the Shift key, my piece of paper. And with both of those selected, now I can go to Arrange, Combine Shapes, Subtract Shapes, and then my edge of my paper gets this nice jagged look. And if I really want to kind of highlight that, all I need to do is add a little drop shadow to it, and you can really see the jaggedness, the tornness of that piece of paper. Here's another one. This is what I talked about before, the bristle brush. This is just this gray star with an outline to it, and a random rotation pattern. And then that gives me this, and then on the end, all I did was add one last star with an inner contour to it. Very simplistic, but that gives me my bristle brush. Then I create one of my very favorite uses for brushes for creating grass. So here I created a bunch of individual lines with a pressure profile attached to them. Right over here, pressure profile, and I think I used something like this to create them. And then I converted them to shapes and added a linear fill to them, right, with dark on the bottom and lighter on the top. And then I created a brush out of it and added some randomness to it and things like that, random size, random spacing alternating on the line, that kind of thing. But now that I have that, all I have to do is keep adding little bits of line. And as I keep doing that, you'll see the more that I add, the more that looks like a patch of grass. Yeah? Anyway, those are some of my favorite uses for using brushes. But you're really only limited to your imagination and I would love to see it if there are some favorite uses for brushes that you have. And if you do have them, I would love to see them posted on Xara Users. And I hope you found that useful and interesting, and we'll come back and see us again next time. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this method that I used for grass. You could very easily convert that to use for fur as well on a drawing. Just food for thought. Anyway, come back and see us again.